Well, I think right now what everyone needs to realize is the Browns are continuing to bring Shedeur Sanders along. They're not punishing him. They're not stashing him away in some kind of room where nobody can
Cap,
see him. They're not doing wrong by Shedeur Sanders. They're
cap.
bringing him along at the pace they feel he needs to be brought along at. But they're really excited about what they're seeing in Shedeur. And so they're not going to trade Shedeur away before they know what they have in him. They're excited about what they're seeing. And the thing that they're seeing the most is the thing that they've already known about him, and that is his elite accuracy. He's got a natural feel for the game in that way. So they're excited to see that. And it's probably going to happen at some point this season. I don't know when. Dylan's going to have to find a way to score some points to keep his job. But at some point, Shedeur is going to get a chance to go out there and show off that elite accuracy and do what he can do with this offense. But once again, I don't think it's going to be easy for anybody throwing passes to, this young and sort of inexperienced group right now.
Mary Kay Cabot, with all due respect, I call Cap. First of all of this narrative, this entire narrative that Shedeur Sanders need all of this development. Okay, let's just say that's true even a little bit. You are not about to look me in my face and tell me that you've watched Dylan Gabriel play and you've watched Shedeur Sanders play and you come up with, oh, Dylan is ready, but Shedeur is not. This is BS. I don't care what nobody says in Cleveland media. Shedeur Sanders is who he is right now, is what he's always been. Shedeur Sanders was ready to start Cleveland Browns day one. Day one. The Browns gets no credit for developing Shedeur. For one, they have a bad track record with quarterbacks anyway. Kevin Stefanski isn't the quarterback whisperer. I don't know who even came up with that nickname. Every QB that leaves the Browns does better. Think about that. Every single quarterback that leaves the Browns seems to get their swag back. You want me to think y'all got Shedeur Sanders' best interests at heart? No. Kevin just doesn't like Shedeur. That is what this whole thing is about. Kevin is just hoping and praying that Dylan works out because he don't want to play Shedeur. That's what this is all about. Like, Mary Kate, she been flipping and flopping so long. I remember when Shedeur Sanders first came to the Cleveland, she said, oh, he had to take some humble pie. Little did she know Shedeur Sanders actually picked to go to the Browns. And just for the record, nobody even knew Mary Kate outside of Cleveland. Now you go back and check her Twitters and all of her social media accounts. She's getting some engagement. You know why? Shedeur Sanders. So, sweetheart, I really hope you humble yourself because the moment Shedeur leaves that team, nobody checking for you anymore. Like, this man create careers and people act like they don't owe him a thank you. We wouldn't even know who Mary Kay is, and I know all y'all agree with me on this. The Cleveland Browns whole organization is just screwed up right now. They, for some reason, they're most definitely is going to want to take credit for developing Shedeur at some point. But the best thing for Shedeur Sanders right now is for him to be traded. I know he doesn't think like this as a player. Shedeur is highly confident. Shedeur knows he has this ability in himself that he can flip a program. But all all of this BS talking about, well, he needs this much more development is crazy. And it's crazy because you're saying Dylan Gabriel is ready, but Shedeur Sanders is not. Let me slide this little poll over here. No, it's not a poll. It's a stat sheet. And I just want you to show you, and I just want to show you this for a moment. Shedeur Sanders ranked number 4 in his draft class. Number 4 in his draft class with 42 sacks. Now, a lot of people, oh my goodness, they try. Look, hold on. Let me calm down. A lot of casuals, they love to say Sanders hold on to the ball too long. They had to really nitpick little things they say Shedeur Sanders do, and you can tell they never really watched the Colorado game. Because let me tell you the kind of situation Shedeur Sanders was in. Imagine playing on a team where you know if you don't make a play, y'all losing the game 100% of the time. CU had the worst offensive line in all of college football. You go find me a game where the running backs averaged at least 5 yards a carry. Shedeur Sanders was in a very different situation from most of these quarterbacks. Look how many sacks Dylan Gabriel had. 21. You got to understand something. When Shedeur Sanders was out there on the field, it was on him. He had the weight of the team on his back. So yes, he had to hold the ball longer than most quarterbacks because he knew if he didn't make a play, the game was over. He couldn't depend on his run game. Every single play was an opportunity for him to push the team down the field, and he took it. So when you sit up here and say, well, he hold the ball too long, he caused, the team some turnovers, you go find me one game where holding the ball too long made them lose the game. You won't find that. You won't find that. Everything is about context. When a man can put up over 4,100 yards with the worst offensive line in college football, he's battle tested. He is more battle tested than anyone in his draft class, man. No one had to play under the amount of pressure as Shedeur. So if anybody was ready to go right to the NFL and start at this point, it was Shedeur Sanders. And don't let them folks lie to you when he do get on the field, because Cleveland didn't develop a darn thing. A whole bunch of BS with a side of piss, and I'm out of here.